Good morning, good morning, good morning. Very stupid o'clock, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Spilling Tea. I am your host, Tiffany Daniels. And yes, it is my day off. 7:32 a.m. is stupid o'clock, okay? Alright, good. I'm glad we established that and the fact that it's cold. We're going back to that horrible world known as the JRC, but before we get going this morning, a few of the usual disclaimers. Alright, guys, now, first off, you are going to see the link this morning to this report from 1979 right there in the description box, alongside the other pertinent links to the Stop the Shocks campaign, including Autistic Korea's massive archive on the subject and the templates. Sign your name, click on your senator, and the ever-present and self-explanatory change.org Shut the Judge Rotenberg Center Down petition. Now, folks, when we talk about this particular report right here, please remember this is from 1979. There is going to be incredibly ableist language and outdated ideas about the capabilities and how to treat people with disabilities. So when I read over this report and you hear that language, it's not coming from me. It's from the report. All right. And also, when we speak about the JRC, speaking of ableist bullshit, you're going to hear vivid descriptions of and sometimes catch clips of surveillance footage of people with disabilities being tortured and abused. If you have young children present, please use your headphones, all right? Okay, so we're going to where we left off yesterday morning, health services. I hope you have your calm down tea prepared. All right, so health services. The site visitation team was not permitted to accompany the part-time registered nurse on her daily rounds. Oh, isn't that interesting? I wonder why. During this time, she regularly inspects each child to observe any markings or bruising which have occurred as a result of the adversive techniques employed in the treatment program. Now, folks, remember this whole concept, this idea of acceptable bruising, which is completely insane. How the hell did this not send red flags up with the parents? I understand that it was 1979, but what kind of a heartless human being and absolute complete dirtbag of a parent do you have to be to just accept bruising on your child as normal? Just saying. At the same time, she inspects for any other injuries which may have occurred. So, if this bruising is quote unquote normal and they're not doing anything wrong, why are they not allowing someone to go along with them while the nurse is doing their inspection rounds? How did that not send up another red flag if the normal bruising didn't? Okay, moving on. The nurse described her procedures to one member of the visitation team and explained that she performs her inspections within the classrooms. Okay, hold up. Now, I'm aware that they give these kids absolutely no privacy whatsoever, but a nurse will literally make them lift up their shirts and inside a classroom to inspect for bruising? They don't have a nurse's office like every other school. They don't do it in the privacy of these kids' bedrooms inside their group home? What the fuck? This statement was refuted by both assistants to the director. They explained that she must have meant that she examines the children in the cloakrooms adjacent to the classrooms. Oh no, I'm going to take the nurse at her word. One assistant stated that he could not permit observation of the nurse's inspection on two grounds. Oh, let's hear this. First, the privacy of the students must be respected. Oh, yes, because you give so much a damn about the privacy of the students. So much so that you have cameras inside the bathrooms and you make staff sit there and watch them shower. But you care so damn much about their privacy. Okay, whatever. And secondly, the November visitation team from New York had observed this process. Really? Okay. So first off, you're going to tell them the student's privacy must be respected, and then you're going to tell them, besides, we already violated their privacy the last time. Make it make sense. They recorded the bruises and marks on the bodies of 27 youngsters. This reported was damaging to BRI. Oh, God for fucking bed. Really? We won't let you do it because you're gonna get us in trouble. You see this? You see this? Further, the assistant explained that an observation would most probably yield the same data as had been obtained by the earlier team. He therefore thought this direct observation was unnecessary. Or there's something going on you really don't want them to see. Who wants to bet? The team argued that the nurses' inspections were considered an integral part of the treatment plan and, to the best of its knowledge, were still conducted within the classroom. On that basis, it requested to accompany the nurse on those portions of the inspection which took place within the classroom. While the assistant agreed to that arrangement and agreed to schedule the observation, the nurse performed her inspections, avoiding the team. That avoidance, see, but they got nothing to hide. They're not doing anything wrong, but they seem to go out of their way to hide a bunch of shit, don't they? It was noted that children were withdrawn from the classrooms and brought to the bathroom for this procedure. Well, at least there's that, but how can I trust their word when they just told me that the nurse avoided them and wouldn't allow them to observe? Just saying. As described in an earlier report, the nurse has the responsibility to redirect the application of adversives to other parts of the body when any area becomes too injured to sustain further treatment. What the fuck? Let me see if I get this straight. The nurse's job is literally to say, we can't hurt them on this part of the body anymore. We'll get caught. So let's go ahead and injure another part of the body of a child. And nobody sees anything wrong with this? God. To sustain further treatment. Isn't that nice? Oh my God. It's not treatment. It is cruel and inhumane beyond all reason to treat people like this and then call it medicine? Oh my God. The nurse is the sister of the man who develops and supervises the implementation of adversive technique. Why am I not fucking surprised? During classroom observations, when adversives were being applied, it was possible to inspect areas of the children's body. When a child is spanked, his pants are pulled down in the classroom. Oh my god. Because we can't just torture them, we also have to mortify them and traumatize them too. God. Making it possible for anyone to observe the bare buttocks. At the time, red markings, bruises, and apparent scrapes on the buttocks of several youngsters were noted. Further, several children had marks and bruises on their necks and shoulders, on the backs of their hands, and on the soles of their feet. While discussing healthcare services, it is important to note the registered nurse provides services 7 days each week for a few hours each day. Oh, because that makes it fucking better. Really? I mean, I know it was 1979, but god damn. Even though she does not routinely have days when she is not on duty, she is provided backup coverage by a licensed practical nurse who is responsible for school food preparation. Jesus Christ. Despite the fact that she works each day, the registered nurse is not responsible for the medications administered to the students. This responsibility falls to the licensed practical nurse. While we were told that the licensed practical nurse administers all medications, we directly observed medication being administered by a young food service worker who is bringing the sandwiches to the classroom at noontime. In other words, somebody who has complete and utterly no fucking experience whatsoever goddamn ever. So this one was loaded, folks. This one was absolutely loaded. So we have all these goings on in 1979. Again, they mentioned that the mention of the regular, just acceptable bruising. The fact that there is such a word in their fucking vocabulary as acceptable bruising on a child is completely batshit insane. Batshit insane. How can you quantify, as a healthcare professional, acceptable bruising with the term treatment? Is not the oath do no harm? Do no harm? Or does this just simply not exist at JRC? I don't understand how the professionals who continue to sign off on this psychotic shit continue to write it off, call it acceptable, and call it medicine. I do not understand. It makes no sense. And how the hell it was not closed down in 1970 goddamn 9. And how it continues on into 2021 and they have doubled down and got worse? Yeah. Yeah, and remember, folks, it's not the nurse's job to treat the bruising. Oh, no, no, no. They need to suffer the bruising because, their behaviors or, receive your punishment for daring to exist while disabled. Receive and accept your punishment for behaving like a motherfucking autistic behaves. No. These nurses' jobs are to see the level of injury and be all like, okay, this side of the body can't take it anymore. Go ahead and start hitting the other side. Yeah. Yeah. That's what we heard this morning. So if anybody wants to wonder why the hell I am obsessed with closing this place down and getting those kids the fuck out of there, my Exhibit A. And on that, I'm going to go ahead and close out this morning. We don't get very many views on this channel, especially on this subject. The few that we do get do tend to get removed from time to time. So folks, please don't forget to hit that like button, hit subscribe, don't forget to hit the comments. I do appreciate your time this morning, and as always, we here at Spilling Tea hope you have a good one. Bye-bye.